Hey, so we're out here in Half Moon Marina Bay catching up with Tua, who is a property trader and one of the well-known property traders here in New Zealand. He's just flipped 8 properties in the last 3 months, which is pretty crazy, and we're just here catching up with him today to, I guess, one, see if he can teach us, just walk us through what he does, because you know he is well known for his work in the property trading space, and 2, I guess, kind of seeing where we can kind of support or where we can kind of assist in terms of content creation or marketing with some of the stuff that Tua's doing. So yeah, it should be a good meeting. Look forward to catching up with him. Haven't caught up with him in ages, and yeah. Just finished our meeting with Tua, sick as. So we go way back. Dave Butterbean introduced us, and but yeah, he's pretty much a property mentor. Like, he's always guiding us on or updating us on what's going on in the real estate market, how's everything going, the buy and holds, flipping. Yeah, it's always sick to get with him, and hopefully we end up doing something together soon. But yeah, I guess you'll find out in future content or just following us on our IG and Facebook. So should be sick, and yeah, I really look forward to hopefully working with them and getting more of an understanding as to what's trending and how we can make some money in the property space. So let's get it.
Like, go on the motorway or keep going, you know, to get to like. Gonna go practice flying the FPV drone. Just a bit of a hobby, but eventually I want to be able to make content with this. I just need to practice flying, really. So it's a bit tricky. Like, there's no like stabilization, no like obstacle avoidance sort of things. So yeah, you just gotta practice, really. That's the only way. Usually I try to like weave through the trees and shit, you know? Yeah. Oh bro, this might piss this guy off. We just gotta hope that that guy's dogs don't start chasing after it. Cause yeah. There's definitely a big industry for these type of drones. Bigger bit that I'm interested is just being able to use them for like content creation and stuff. The clients that we've got, this type of stuff could really work for everyone, but in particular the clients where they've got quite cinematic landscapes. So definitely the old like TWC, eye traffic, where they've got maybe heavy trucks, machinery or equipment, or there's like a particular work site that they're working in. What if we flew a drone through the arm of a digger or through a pipe that they're installing, for example, and it could just give it that extra sort of perspective. 480 feet or something. But yeah.
That's mad. No, that's mad. So one of the reasons why I came was, you know, during the last 3 months, like I was just straight up reading, upskilling and how to create strategies, branding, marketing, and this dude was just playing drone games on the computer. So I just came to, you know, make sure that he's progressing and that, you know, it was worth it putting in all those times reading and shit. So yeah, he's improving by a lot. He hasn't crashed yet, so that's pretty dope. Yeah. We're out here at Kennedy Park, here to do the Stairs of Doom. Me and this dude, we've done it, it's our second time doing it. Pretty much we just want to make these stairs our friend, but it's been a bit of a bitch at the moment, so should be interesting.
I'm filling out the application for the TPK cadetship program. There's a lot of writing to be done, a lot of thinking.
Do you find these fun to do?
Not really, but I don't think it's that difficult. The good way of looking at these sort of things is, obviously you're filling out these applications, they're usually for a grant or something that is going to provide some sort of value to your business. So I mean, if I take, you know, an hour or two to fill out this application and it secures us 10 grand worth of funding, I look at that as work that's worth $5,000 an hour. So it makes it pretty easy to get motivated and do them. Yeah, you just got to do it, eh? Like, yeah, I mean, what makes it easier maybe is if you have good like communication, verbal writing skills, so that you're able to say what you want to say with good wording and not just beat around the bush. Yeah, if you can simplify everything you're trying to say, it means you've got to write less as well. So yeah, it saves you time.
Just editing our vlog, our first vlog, pushing it out tomorrow night. So just getting the finishing touches done up. Just doing some linking work for Ash from a team piece. Putting some leads together for basically for the boys, like Israel Adesanya, Alexander Volkanovski, Shane Young, all of the UFC boys. Putting some opportunities together, like super huge ones like Sony, Canon, all of those brands, you name it. I'm putting all those guys together in one list, so that myself, Ash and you can hit them up, contact them and see if we can set up some opportunities between them and the boys.
Really, I mean, I want to actually probably look at buying us a country home. Yeah, well, I want to actually build all of our kids' homes.
Yeah.
So that you can actually run your business from there.
Oh man, that's cool. Shucks. How much time do you have left with you, George?
Oh, I've got another meeting very soon. Probably about 20 minutes.
Would you be able to take us for a quick ride?
Oh yeah, sure.
Yeah. That'd be dope.
So I had liver cancer, and they actually had to cut out. So they cut out about 30 to 40% of my liver. One of the things that I'm lucky about is that the cancer only stayed in the liver, and it didn't travel. You certainly get to appreciate everything that you have and what you have. You start to focus on things that are more important to you, and you set goals that you'll likely want to achieve a lot quicker. Yeah, you just probably get to appreciate life a bit more. I think getting an education is important. There's a lot more people though, from an entrepreneur point of view, that are just talented. If education's not your gift, then find out what your gift is. and then actually step into that. Find somebody in the community or in the business world that you'd be able to stick with. Focus on how you can actually achieve your goals every day through people that you actually meet. 40-year-old, well, look, I think that if you haven't got a job, you really do need to get one. Again, it's just find good people, get around good people, and there are a lot of organisations and government support that can help you do that, but just actually get around good people that you can actually learn off and that they're quite willing to share in terms of all their knowledge.
What's that?
That's saying I'm going too fast.
Oh, true. If you had a message to share with all the workaholics out there, because I guess from our point of view, since meeting you last year, you're super busy, and then, you know, this year, like for the first time that we're seeing you, you look like you're a bit more happier, got your colour back. What would be your advice?
Well, when you're actually told that you've only got a little bit of time to live and that you go through an operation that I've been through, you really get to appreciate time and spending time with whānau, friends. Work isn't everything. And I've realised that. I mean, this is the third time I've had cancer, and you would have thought that I'd learned that the first two times, but I suppose this time round it was a lot aggressive and it was a lot more challenging, and I just now wake up and know that I know what my purpose is, but it's about spending more time and appreciating more time with whānau. So yeah, it's okay. Thank you for coming.
That was George and Ngatai, and I guess we owe him quite a lot at this point. The good thing about when we started working with George, it was for his political campaign. We were brought on board to help with the social media, the marketing, to kind of push his page out and all that sort of stuff. And obviously to kind of make that all work, we needed content, right? At that point, we were just doing the marketing, so we were basically contracting other people to do the filming and stuff like that, which turned out to be quite expensive. And we had a bit of an idea where we were like, hey George, if we you know, we're keen to do your content, the only thing holding us back at the moment is just not having like professional grade equipment. We ended up taking, he ended up taking a bit of a chance on us and bought us a pretty high-end Sony camera, under the premise that we'd shoot all his content for the remainder of his political campaign. And we ended up doing that. That was pretty good. We shot all the content, and then off the back of that we were able to start the production arm of Otakura, where now we have a lot more cameras than the one, a whole bunch of equipment, and yeah, a team of like 4 people. That one little kind of decision there to be like, alright, we'll just take on board the filming as well, since there's no one else to do it, ended up turning into like this, basically a whole nother arm of our company, which has kind of turned into like the main focus of our company now as well. So yep, that's the kind of story there. So that was it, guys. Thank you so much for tuning into week 2 of our vlog. We've seen what we've been up to this week, a few meetings, a good meeting with Tua, a real insightful meeting with George, hopefully able to take a little bit out of it, and a couple cool things. We've shown you guys our hobbies and sort of what we like to do in our spare time, so hopefully you got something out of it. Keep tuned for next week. We got some big announcements. Obviously our homies at CKB, all their fights have just been released for around March and sometime after that. So next week we'll be bringing you some UFC related content. We're going to be hanging out with a few of the boys, getting to know them a little bit more and just sort of building our relationship with them, so we can figure out what they want, what sort of brands they want to interact with, and be able to basically hit them up, suss out all the deals, and we'll be showing you guys how it's all done.